We're back at Seg2 TV, and we're here with Charlie T, the crooner. Can I call you a crooner?
You call me the crooner.
Okay.
What do you mean by that? Because I don't really know what the crooner is.
I mean, like when you sing, there's a certain style of singing. Well, I don't want to say old school, but when I think of a crooner, I think of like old school singers that really just, I don't want to say belch out, but they just stand out and they just soulfully sing.
Oh, I'll take
but
it.
not all the crooners are soulful, but
Okay. Well, I'll take.
yeah, it's a good thing.
I got you. But I'll take it.
All right, so before we went to break, we were talking about, we mentioned the pleasantries of love, right? The good side, the rainbows and the butterflies, but there is also another side of love as well. So how come you don't, mention that side?
Well, I believe I do, and I'll go ahead and let you all know that I do have, older music.
Right.
So I have a chemistry mixtape that was released 2014. That basically has, the good, the bad, the wonders of it.
Okay.
Like it's definitely a great project. You all should check it out. It's on YouTube. Charlie T 305 Miami.
Plug.
The plug. But my newer music as well. Like I have a song that I'm going to release in the future. I've performed it called The Half.
The half.
Meaning you don't know the half.
Okay.
So to answer your question, yes, I do try and dabble in all areas and not try and be sugarcoating of the subject.
Right.
Because it's very deep and not everybody's experience is the same.
Right.
So I just try and give not so much a personal, but personal, and I just kind of pick off the relationship off there, and that's what makes it, I guess, so creative with my melodies and things like that.
So being that you have such this eclectic way of expressing love, so that means that your relationship is on board then.
Well, I mean, we have our ups and downs, and I am in a relationship. Shout out to my baby. Going on 7. So it's
7 years?
Going on 7.
Ooh, year completion.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a few relationships who, I'm not going to say I know them, personally, but just, you see on TV and sometimes people who actually hold on. And it's like, yo, you hear about all the breakups, the divorces and stuff. It's like, man, I wonder how that feels. To stay in something so strong, not to know
right,
but to know that they still stayed together, it's like something had to work.
So 7 years. So when you tell people, because I'm not going to go there, because I'm sure she's watching. When you tell people 7 years, then what is the follow-up question?
I mean, it's changed over time. It's changed over time. For the people who've seen, and watched and stuff like that, it's like, they're happy. But at first, year 2, sometimes a year and 6 months, it's like, man, you still in a relationship?
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, it felt like time flies, especially when it's good.
When you're having fun, right?
Yes.
So 7 years, that's pretty dope. So that means that soon and very soon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can go there. I mean, that's the plan, but at the same time, it's still a lot we have to learn.
Awesome.
Like just the fact that, it's around us that people don't stay in relationships as long. We haven't mastered anything. So it's like we have a lot to learn. And I think that's just the opportunity to grow together.
It is. So she's been with you along the way during your musical journey. You started when?
Basically 07, and I met her 2012.
Nice. Okay. So she's seen you evolve and everything.
Basically. Yeah.
Notice I'm giving you a lot of props.
No, I appreciate it.
All right, back to your music. So you have 3 songs I listened to, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so in depth, right? In addition to that, you also wanted to promote another big project that you have coming out.
Most definitely. Thank you. The Chemist. Yes, that's basically going to let everybody know where I'm going with my music, because it's not my first project, but it'll just let people know, okay, well, since you're so diverse, where are you going? And it's basically just the story, what I'm talking about. That's where I'm going with my music, whether it's country, rock, R&B, pop, hip hop, like just listen.
Okay. So if any genre, someone just called you up and they said, okay, they wanted you to be featured on their record, you'll go for it. Like you have no...
Well, I'm sorry, not to cut you off. I mean, you can kind of get an understanding of where I come from and the songs that I release, because I haven't done a country track, I haven't done a hardcore metal rock track. I mean, it probably would be a nice experience, but just to get heard, just to be heard, the R&B, pop, dance, those are my field. Like that's my field. That's where I kind of mess around with now. It's fun to me.
Okay.
But I love all type of genres if it sounds good.
Okay, as long as it fits under the motivational, inspiring
Exactly.
realm.
Exactly.
Gotcha. All right, so we will have more from Charlie T in a few. Stick and stay, you guys, and you'll get more information from our sponsors. We'll be right back.